I am being cyber stalked and bullied by Ruben. It is on aggressive and criminal scale. I have filed a police report in the past. This man is a threat to my safety. Another fake profile by Ruben. He continues to bully and harass me. Cyberbullying is against the law. Bullying by Ruben, stalking me. And as you can see, this profile that Debbie has chosen to expose, named Vicky Cox Butterfield, is an account that she believes that Ruben is actually using to stalk, to bully, to harass, and do anything that he shouldn't be doing. Now, also on top of that, in the description itself in particular, Debbie also adds, Ruben continually uses fake profiles and accounts to harass and bully me. He terrorizes me on an aggressive scale with his own selective narrative. It is beyond creepy, and a report had been on a file with the police. It has been hundreds, if not thousands, of hate speech, slander, and threats. Psychopathic behavior. He turns on and off. I feel unsafe. Only cowards, creeps, and psychopaths hide behind fake profiles to bully and spread hate. Now, before I even say anything else, Cynthia, someone that was also part of 90 Day Fiancé once upon a time, being a part of the Pillow Talk, and somebody that used to be a close friend of Molly and now a close friend of Kelly, and also Mary, to be fair. Now, with that being said, she came in the comment section by saying, first of all, was tagging the profile stuff in particular, Vicky Cox Butterfield. Is that you? He's using his profile. Now, one thing that I will say is that I went on the profile stuff in particular. The profile is private, sadly so, but Cynthia has been accepted in terms of following that account. So I guess we have to watch out what may happen moving forward with Cynthia and this Vicky Cox Butterfield person. Given that this person obviously speaks out and that information does get shared to us. But Debbie decides to respond to Cynthia by saying he has made many fake profiles and accounts. Many were taken down after I made the police report. He had some very vicious ones and threats too. Now he's starting back up again, and that's why I'm going public. It is extremely abnormal and concerning. After all this time, since the tell-all aired, he just won't leave me alone. He even tries to suck up to other 90 Day folks. I've never experienced this kind of aggressive cyber stalking and hate campaign he has targeted me with. Now, I will say this. There is another comment that, well, actually, no, in fact, let me add this one as well. Cynthia responds by saying, I'm truly sorry, as I understand bullying. I hope you were able to block him. And Debbie also adds in a different thread all by herself by saying that I have more proof. The people that took his side will feel like they were conned and bought by a guy they only think they knew or they know. So given the fact that Debbie's saying that there was more proof, the question is, this more proof that she speaks of, is she going to show us this proof so therefore we know exactly who Ruben is, or is she going to keep this proof to herself until maybe further notice or until forever? That is the quick question. But I will say this though, when somebody has proof, instead of telling people that you have more proof, I would personally advise that person to just show us the proof. So therefore we can stop wasting time, and therefore also it avoids us having any type of speculation as well. Unless of course, and this is the thing, the only time you don't tell people that you got more proof is if you're still waiting for a response for you to then use that proof for further notice. But once we all know you have more proof, you might as well give it to us now. That's just my opinion on people having more proof and making it vocal. But now let's really talk about the situation stuff in particular. I will say this though, there is also another comment that I somehow lost in the shuffle, where somebody asks Debbie, your son is a police officer. He's somebody that knows the law. Why would Ruben even target you knowing that, you know, your son is somebody? And Debbie simply says, Ruben knows what he's doing. He's very smart pretty much with what he's doing. He knows how to attack me, how to bully me, how to harass me in ways that my son possibly cannot do anything about it, in ways that the law cannot do anything about it, because he knows how to hide behind XYZ. Now, these are not the words necessarily that she used, but she pretty much said that he knows how to play the system, and that is why there's nothing that his son's been able to do, and that is why also the police haven't been able to do anything per se. That is what she says pretty much in a nutshell, but not word for word to what I just said. I'm just rephrasing what I read itself in particular, okay? Now, with that being said, let me give you my thoughts and opinions on the matter. Now, we all know that Ruben in the past has come out to speak up vocally against Debbie, to speak about the fact that how Debbie was trying to pretty much stop people from giving him a GoFundMe. Because we know that he tried to make a GoFundMe account to go help his friend who had a house that was pretty much upside down. Also a hood house too, to be fair, if you know what I'm saying, okay? And because Debbie pretty much made negative comments about him, is something that definitely affected him, in terms of being able to earn that money, because she pretty much did kind of call him a scammer. Now, since then, Ruben has pretty much gone out of his way to try and do what he can to take down Debbie, to do what he can to get the revenge that he believes he deserves against Debbie. Such as, for example, we all know that that Debbie found Ruben on a dating website and recruited him to be on the show. And here's the thing, because she recruited him to be on the show by being on this website, here's the thing, the way she then started to appear to treat him online and also treat him on the show didn't make any sense. And that's another reason why Ruben was also upset with her, because at the end of the day, he came on the show to help her out, and all she could do in return was pretty much throw him under the bus unnecessarily. And because of this, Ruben was able to come onto this platform here with myself, also come onto the platform with other people like Kiki Kibitz, and pretty much spread the word about his experiences with Debbie, and he pretty much did not hold back in terms of how he felt Debbie had used him, and obviously how Debbie was treating him. Now, here's the thing. I personally thought that the situation of in particular was over once Ruben got his say out there, because all he wanted to do, at least what he told me anyway, all he wanted to do was clear his name, because he was just trying to help his friend out. And since then, to be fair, there's been other things that he has done that are quite cool as well, with other cast members in terms of helping them out with other things, obviously within the personal life as well. So Ruben has shown that he definitely has a character that is a very nice person. But of course, just because somebody shows you a character of who they are, it doesn't necessarily mean that's who they are, because everybody knows that some of us can be one person on the outside, but we could be something completely different when we're on the inside behind four walls. You see what I'm saying? Now, with that being said, it's been a while since Debbie's even said anything. It's been a while since I've even seen Ruben say anything, but Debbie has now decided to come out with these claims against Ruben. She's now telling us that since the tell-all, she's had to pretty much file a police report against him. She's had to pretty much have to deal with the fact that she's been cyberbullied for God knows how long. And also on top of that, she's obviously telling us that Ruben has made numerous accounts, bullying her, harassing her and whatnot, so much, of course, that she's had to obviously report him to the police. But now she believes it's got to a level where it is so extreme that it is now important to let the public know, which is, of course, us. And I do agree, it is good for us to know, because these are two people that we saw on a TV show, two people that we invested our times every Sunday to watch, to see obviously how things would obviously develop. And obviously since then, Ruben has had his say, and of course, now Debbie's like, hey guys, hold on a minute, enough is enough. I haven't said anything to you guys publicly, but behind closed doors, I've definitely been moving things in terms of reporting to the police, which is fantastic, because if he has been doing these things, I want to commend the fact that she has reported him. And I say this because, you see, we live in a world where there are so many people who are harassed, cyberbullied, but don't have the courage to go and report the people that are bullying them in any kind of aspect. Sometimes it takes people months, if not years, to even get the courage to even report someone. So the fact that she has reported him, given what she's saying is true, the fact that she has reported him, I highly respect that, given what she's saying is true. Okay. Now, with that being said, I would like to know your thoughts, your opinions on the matter. But as far as I'm concerned, I will say this: despite the fact that cyberbullying is a serious thing, and despite the fact that she has explained this in such detailed ways, I will say this: once everything is done with the police, if the police are going to be involved, I will say moving forward, the best thing that Debbie can do, as well as Ruben, is just walk away and let it go. You are both over the age of 50 years of age. Behaving like this when you are 50 plus is not acceptable. The matter of fact is, the way I look at life is very simple. When we are kids, that's when we are allowed to be clumsy. When we are teenagers, that's when we are allowed to be rebellious and do some crazy things so we can learn. And then when we are 20s, that's when we are trying to figure everything out, but still making mistakes that are still, teenage-ish, if you dig what I'm saying. But by the time we reach 30s, though, that's the moment that we should start to look at things differently. That's the moment we should start to walk away from petty behavior. That's the moment that we start to fix up all of our flaws. That's the moment that we should be looking to build our character as well as also building on our families. 30 and plus is the moment that we really should be showing people that we are now mature and we are on the road of maturing every day forward. But if we are in our 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and this is the behavior that we are still witnessing to this day in your life, damn. I would say I feel sorry for you, but I don't. I'm just ashamed of you. I'm disappointed in you. Nonetheless, though, these two, we'll see what happens next. With that being said, don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.